So you have built this amazing company that's working with first responders all over the US. You're providing them with these high-tech, high-capability drones. But you were barely 18 years old when you started this company. So what made you take the leap into entrepreneurship, and specifically in the public safety realm?
Yeah, I mean, I've always loved the idea of maybe starting a company someday. I think like watching Iron Man when I was 11 or whatever influenced me a little bit. And I've always loved aerospace. So like I grew up reading about Skunk Works and Kelly Johnson, the development of the SR-71 and like all these amazing projects. But when I was really young, I couldn't really design a fighter jet, but I could design a drone. So that's how things started for me, like generally getting interested in the drone industry. But I knew people that were along the strip during the October 1 shooting, and I grew up in Vegas. So I never conceptualized before that building technology for first responders, but that event definitely pushed me in that direction.
That's an incredible kind of story to launch your company with. But how did you get started, and why like drones specifically?
You know, I didn't actually. So after that event occurred, I reached out to Vegas' SWAT team and to their SWAT commander. They agreed to have lunch with like 18-year-old me at the time, which I was grateful for. And in the beginning of that interaction, we talked, initially a lot about what happened during October 1, but then the conversation broadened out to the rest of their jobs. The high-risk warrant searches and barricades and hostage rescue missions that a team like Vegas Metro SWAT has to deal with on a daily basis. And I walked away from that interaction thinking that if they just had a way to get eyes and ears in dangerous places, that would be a life-saving capability. And whatever like carries around the camera payload and like the two-way audio system is sort of secondary. But they do need a way to get all of those sensors into a dangerous situation, to avoid escalation or risking human life. And drones just happen to be a really good way to do that because they can fly up to, the fourth story of a building. We built the first drone in the world that has a glass breaker, so it can actually shatter out a window, make entry inside of a structure, start looking around, find someone, and then enable a crisis negotiator to talk to them. Whereas like a terrestrial platform or anything else, it wouldn't have that capability or be able to, fly upstairs easily or many other things. So drones are just the right way to carry around the sensors that we need.